Hello there. This is actually an impromptu hockey hangout here. This is a live stream I didn't necessarily have planned. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do this and go live, but alas, my friends, here we are. So I don't know if we're going to have anybody joining immediately, but maybe we'll get some twisters to trickle in. So be patient if you're watching this after this has actually been streamed. So we'll see if we get any viewers out here. Say hello if you join. Of course, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And Sports Geeks and Evan, hey guys, impromptu stream. Great to have you along here. Thank you so much for joining us here. And hopefully there's a fun Thanksgiving. I know that things are obviously different in these times, but hopefully you have a chance to at least, say hello to family, friends, and whatnot. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you're up to for Thanksgiving. I figured that I'd say hello to all the twisters here before that. Kane's home is underrated. Yes, it is. One of the best transformations from Reebok to Adidas, for sure. Hello, AJ. Welcome. Yeah, let me know what you guys are up to for Thanksgiving. Of course, this is my first holiday. Well, not really holiday, but this is my first Thanksgiving, obviously, in Idaho because I'm new. Hi, Kate. As soon as I saw the alert, I clicked it. Hey, I appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Yeah, I just decided I would do this. I haven't made any content in a week, so I thought that it'd be a good idea to go live and at least chat with you guys a little bit. I know there's content I need to put out, obviously. It's a little difficult, when there aren't that many actual stories. We don't know exactly when the season's going to start. Not for sure. You're gonna watch the battle for first in the NFC East. I think you mean the NFC least. You're gonna hang out with some family. Minnesota got shut down. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Just about almost any state that you're in, though, things are the restrictions are tightening back up a little bit. But anyway, Paul, what's going on, dude? I cannot believe it. Congratulations on that Rhinos jersey. That is a thing of beauty. I had my max bid, I think, at 135, and I said, all right, hang on, wait, this could happen. This could happen. I've found some jerseys for insanely ridiculous deals when no one was bidding on them. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that people got in there at the last minute there. But I'm glad that it was you and not somebody else who got the jersey. That's for sure. So congrats, man. That's going to be so precious in your collection, I imagine. So yeah, so Paul here, he's in Spokane, which is close to where I live now. So he is from Sharks territory originally, and he has some, to my understanding, Paul has some classic jerseys from teams from the Bay Area. So you're in Seattle. My bad, Paul. But yeah, so back in the 90s, from I think 1993 until like 99 or so, there was Roller Hockey International, I think it was called. So it was essentially what could help sort of fill in the gap between the NHL offseason and the start of the regular season. And so there were a ton of different teams. I didn't even know about this. But anyway, part of that existence of the league included the San Jose Rhinos. So they were a professional roller hockey team. And in 1995, they won the championship for that. So they had these beautiful purple jerseys. And just, oh man, it looked like I guess the jersey kind of looked like something you would find at a theme park or at a zoo or something like that. It's pretty sick. Look up San Jose Rhinos. Happy Thanksgiving, Matthew. I guess it's already Thanksgiving there, although I don't really think too many people probably celebrate that in New Zealand. But enjoy the day nonetheless, and a happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Yeah, Dan. Thanks for joining. Thanks for just popping in, even if you can just say hi. That's awesome. I just wanted to give folks a chance to say hello and chat if they have time, obviously. I know I understand that people might be busy, but yeah, we've already got more people here than I expected. But yeah, season starts on January 1st or December. Oh, I wouldn't think it would start at least until January 1st. I have a feeling that we might even. I have a feeling it's going to be pushed back even more, considering how things are tightening up a little bit. And hi, Louie. I almost forgot. Hope you're doing well over there. Hope it's not too rainy, although that's probably a given over there. A lot of prices are dropping for jerseys. Oh, yes, because of Black Friday, of course. CoolHockey.com, of course, is having a sale right now, 30% off. Make sure you go to CoolHockey.com/post-to-post. AJ, you are a new viewer from Post to Post. Oh, fantastic. Craving some hockey and jersey talk. Jerseys are always kind of what we default to here. And it's something that kind of amazed me in that you have channels like Neil's, you have Vesper Hockey, you have the Hockey Guy, and others. And we're talking about jerseys. And people just seem to eat it up. People love it. And I do too, of course. But yeah, you'll have to let me know some of your favorite from the Reverse Retro series. It is almost Turkey Day. Although, if anything, I'm kicking it solo here because my family's in California and I just moved here, so I'm not trying to travel or anything like that. My friend in Montana, he just brought me over some venison and some elk. So it's funny because he lives in San Francisco, but he's gone out to this ranch house for a few years in Montana. So he literally hunted an elk and a deer. I mean, from being from coastal California, like we don't really engage in that sort of thing. So it's pretty crazy to think that he did that. But yeah, so I've got some meat in the freezer right there. So if anything, it'll be that, not turkey. Jersey Zone is cool too. Oh, is that a channel or is that like a Twitter account or Instagram? I love the Avalanche Retro. Do I wear my jerseys out in public? I do, Zach. I don't know if you just go by Zach. You'll have to let me know. What part of Montana is your friend and your wife is from? See, I have to learn the name, like the pronunciation for this region. Kalispel? Is that how it's called? Or is that what it's called? I don't know exactly where. They said the population of the town is only like 2,500, but it is in western Montana, so Missoula for all I know. But yeah, or I mean, close enough to Missoula. Ready for the season? I just hope we get one, man. I mean, I don't know. I myself am kind of trying to be as like not lowest common denominator, but like worst case scenario, I guess. So I'm ready for it whenever it happens, but I'm not expecting the full season to start necessarily on January 1st, but we'll see. Kalispell. Okay. Oh, what's up, hockey fan? Who's going to win the World Juniors? I don't actually follow juniors, so I don't want to mislead. But, I mean, the U.S. has been particularly good the last couple of years, so I'm actually liking their chances for sure. It is, Zach. What retro am I looking forward to getting? Oh, boy. Where do I start? Well, I mean, you probably saw my rankings video, but I absolutely have to have one of those Nordiques. Oh, it is so beautiful. I am so glad. And they didn't try to put the logo for Colorado on there. They just kept it pure design and just used the Avalanche color scheme, and it looks beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love that. So I'll get one of those. I got to get a Minnesota Wild, even though some people say that they should have gone with the stylized M that they wear on their shoulders, like what you have right here. I agree. That would have been better, in my opinion. But nonetheless, I'm going to get one of those so I can get Matt Zuccarello and complete the holy trinity of Matt Zuccarello jerseys. And my goodness, there are more that will definitely go into my collection as well. Calgary, best jerseys in the NHL, best series of jerseys. They are absolutely slaying it. They did a fantastic job, I think, cleaning up the design of the horse of the Blasty jersey. So I think I had that at number 2 in my rankings or number 3 or something. Also, the Capitals. I was never a big fan of the Screaming Eagle. I know. My bone to pick with that was I never liked the colors. I think those colors are pretty odd, in my opinion. And I don't like the font that they use for that jersey. But seeing that jersey unveiled in the current color scheme, oh my goodness, I got to get my hands on that. It looks beautiful. So yeah, I mean, there are others that I'll definitely add to my collection. I wasn't a fan of the Sharks one that much, but I'll probably get it. Although they are going to have a 30th anniversary jersey, and I have a feeling they're going to bring back the original jersey. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. People are bashing the Islanders reverse retro. Yeah, some people really liked it. I guess the thing is that it's basically the same as their home jersey. I mean, that's the reason why I would critique it. And most people say it's a missed opportunity. I think it's a good looking jersey. It's just not like it doesn't really stand out from the other jerseys in the Islanders franchise. I don't know. And besides, I already have one anyway. What's up, NHL Hockey News Reports? Hello. Any good places that I get my jerseys? Oh, yeah. So a lot of people like Cool Hockey, and I do too. I also like River City Sports. They're in Winnipeg, but they ship to the States. I like River City Sports. I like Sports K, and I think the one that's overlooked from my perspective is Hockey Authentic. I think as long as you buy a jersey, shipping is free. They're in British Columbia, but they'll ship to the States for free. And they have some really good deals now and then. I don't know if I haven't checked their website, but take a look at their site, hockeyauthentic.com, because sometimes you can find some really good deals on there as well. Sharks would have been if they replaced the gray background with the shiny silver. Oh, I don't know about that, man. At least looking back on it, I was never a real big fan of that design. I don't know. I think it's fine that they went with gray, but yeah, I was definitely not impressed by that jersey. I don't know. Sharks playoff hopes. Your teal heart is still bleeding. Same here, man. A lot of ifs have to go in the Sharks' favor if they want to be back in the playoffs. We'll see if they, if the NHL, sticks to 16 teams or if they expand it. It'll be interesting. Ben H Sports on eBay. Good one, Zach. Yeah, and don't forget, if you actually watch a video from, a couple other YouTubers, watch a video from Vesper Hockey or from Post to Post or the Hockey Guy, because the Hockey Guy and Vesper Hockey, because they will give Ben's personal email. If you email Ben instead of purchasing through eBay, you save 10%. So that helps, especially if you're ordering from the States, because it will save on shipping costs. Your favorite team is the Habs. They're going to be exciting to watch, especially with those beautiful reverse retros. I am totally going to get one of those. Those look beautiful. Alex, Stars to Hockey. Hello, guys. Stars to Hockey. Got to let me know what you think of the Blasty. Blasty looks so good. Yes, and don't forget, we got, let's see, here, I'll just do this. One of my favorite ideas for customization. All right. Hey there, Trevor. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving ahead of you. You guys let me know what you're doing this year. I know it's a little bit different than usual, or if you have any fun traditions that you usually have. How's it been? For the most part, pretty intense, but things have been winding down a little bit. There's so much more to be done, though, here. I got to buy a bunch more furniture, so that's how I'm going to spend my next couple of days, just going on Wayfair and maybe a couple of furniture shops here. Yay, furniture, hooray. I mean, I kind of underestimated just how much I needed to invest in order to fill out the space of a 3-bedroom house, but yeah. Blasty to the Blasty to the pasty. Nice. Both your teams suck this year. Why do you think that the Bruins are going to suck? I mean, as long as, they still have a really good defense. They still have an amazing top line. Why would they suck? I don't think they're going to suck. I'm waiting for them to drop off, but not as badly. Return of the map. Best regular season matchups next season. Okay. I don't know. You could say maybe a top line of Vancouver against the top line for Edmonton, or the second. Actually, the top 6 between both of those teams. You know, when I think of who I'm looking forward to watching next year, the Avalanche. I'm kind of on the verge of becoming a bandwagon Avalanche supporter. I'm not going to say fan because, you know, the Sharks are my love. And I know everybody's jumping on the Avs wagon. But when you couple, you know, some of the most exciting players to watch in the NHL with Makar and with McKinnon, then you add in the beautiful Nordiques jerseys, and then you add in what I think is the best Twitter account in the NHL. I'm kind of liking the Avs these days, man. One of my favorite cookies, your Oreos, Nutter Butter wafers, man. Nutter Butter wafers, not the regular Nutter Butters, the Nutter Butter wafers. Got the perfect amount of crisp, and you got the peanut butter filling. That stuff is straight from the heavens. It is amazing. Avs wagon, yeah. But eventually, I'm gonna, you know, be interested in following the Kraken for sure. Hey, Zane, what's happening? Oh, it's Riley. Hi, Riley. What's up? Get you a Sharks reverse retro. I would, if I were you, I'd wait on the 30th anniversary jersey. I have a feeling it's gonna look a little better. Well, I'll become a crackhead. We'll see. It's cool because even though I'm in Idaho, just east of the Washington border, at our Target, we do have a couple of Kraken items there, but I need to go on like 47 brand to order some like the good quality stuff. But yeah, you're also on the Avs wagon a bit. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, they're too fun to watch. Sorry, Matthew. Marchand is going to be out. Both him and Poster. Oh wow, eek. That is a little tricky. That's for sure. But, you know, the good teams find a way to battle through the injuries. Look at the Lightning, right? Your Jets jersey brings Asuka good luck. By the way, Riley, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm in the minority here, guys. But the more I see it, I really like the Jets reverse retro. First time I saw it, I said, what is this? And now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, ooh, just a beaut. Anyway, Windy City, Nick, howdy. I'm surprised we've had so many people join our stream already. This is great for an impromptu stream. How we doing? We're doing pretty well. We're carrying on just fine. I don't know where Alex Trebek was when he passed away. Rest in peace. Favorite Sharks jersey? Yeah, the stealth looks really nice. I wish they would have done something different with the numbers. It's just too blocky. But my favorite Sharks jersey of all time is easily the Heritage jersey from 2015-2016. So basically taking the original Sharks jersey with the darker teal and like, you know, slightly altering the coloring on the logo. That is just phenomenal. I bet we're going to get the inverse of that. We'll get a white version of that for the 30th anniversary. I would be a huge supporter of that for sure. Oh yeah, Diego Maradona. Yeah, rest in peace, man. I don't watch a ton of soccer, but when you think of the all-time greats globally, you've got Pele, and then you've got Maradona. Like that's like he's synonymous, you know, with just soccer on a global scale, right? You like the Jets reverse retro, but you like the Kings one the most. You know, the Kings probably got just as much love as any other team did for their reverse retro. I don't like a couple elements of it, but I just love seeing the classic logo with the purple and yellow color scheme for sure. I might get a blank one. I just don't know why they have to have these like. See, I guess this is not really an armband. Like these are stripes. The Kings is like you got like this to here is one armband, and it again you got to separate the yellow from the white. I don't want scrambled eggs for my jersey, man. I guess I'm just really picky though. It's still a pretty good looking jersey. I just don't know why it looks like the numbers are going to be like right where the elbow is. It's kind of weird. You want to get your a Hawks reverse retro. I don't know if I'll get one of those. Not a bad design though. It's good to see them back in black. You have you ranked your reverse retros, and you have the Kings in the 20s. Yeah, they weren't perfect, but overall, I'm still satisfied, I guess. The Capitals retros, heck yeah. That turned out better than I expected it to. Let's see. Jets retro would be good for a hoodie. Isaiah, it's going pretty well, man. You're a Habs fan, right? What do you think of the reverse retros? I think that they're amazing. They look so good. Oh wait! You just typed it in the comments. My bad. I was looking at your earlier comment. Get Nick Suzuki. There you go. They would have done more with the Sharks retro. Again, wait for the 30th anniversary. I have a feeling that that's not going to disappoint. The Habs reverse retros look a lot like the Spokane Chiefs. Yeah, they do actually. I don't have a Chiefs jersey yet, but if I get one, I do want to get one of the blue ones too. Those look pretty nice. What's up, Cortana? Here. Come give me a kiss. Come on, give me a kiss. Come on. No. Come on, make an appearance. Say hi to the fans. Come give me a kiss. Okay. She doesn't have much space to work with here. All right, here we go. All right. Anyway. So yeah, 13 of you hanging out with me right now. Thank you. This is terrific to at least chat with some folks before the holiday weekend. And I hope that, of course, you're able to at least, even if it's remotely, talk to some friends, family, all that good stuff. Saguaro. Hey, what's going on? Anaheim in Arizona. Yeah, I mean, it's so funny when we look back and laugh at some of those 90s designs, but now people say like those are their favorites. Arizona's, I said this in my rankings that it doesn't really look like a hockey jersey. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a little debatable. I don't know if I'll get that one because I do have the peyote jersey in green, but the Ducks one, man, I just cannot imagine that in a hockey game. I just can't. It's almost outdoor rink season. Boy, it felt like that like a month ago when it rained or it snowed like 7 inches where I am, and that's not even in the high elevations. That was all in one day. But yeah, some of the as you get closer to the Canada border here, we'll have some small frozen ponds, but I don't know if anybody thinks to skate on those. They should have went with a Robo Penguin. Yeah. Yeah, the Penguins ones are playing it too safe for me. The Flyer retro looks kind of plain. I just think it's an awkward design, man. I never liked the swooping sleeve design. Oh, crease. Oh. I was like, who is this guy? I'm like, all right, cool. Welcome. AJ, you're a Caps fan? Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the Caps do with Laviolette as their head coach. I'm jealous of you guys. I think the Sharks should have gone all in for Laviolette. So I think things are going to look a little bit better for the Caps next season, even though Holtby has moved on. Beverage choice this evening, going with Kraken. Very nice, very nice. Hey, what's going on? Salty wings and abs. This is, I don't know exactly where it's from, but for monetization purposes, it's, it's some German water using some darker barley and a good kind of warm up into the cold season. It's a little bit more malty, but yeah. Where I am, every arena has an outdoor rink. Wow. That's amazing, dude. I mentioned this on my bucket list video, but I just want to get a chance to actually drive through and visit some towns like that. Actually experience what that's like, I've never I haven't actually been ice skating since I was like a lot younger, so about 12, 13 years. And I've never skated outdoors, not ice skating, but I'd like to. I love drinking German water. What's the back of that Kachina tarp? Yeah, I'll show you. Yep. I made him an alternate as well. This is so beautiful. By the way, so when I got this jersey, there was a glitch on Cool Hockey just for this jersey. I didn't see it for anything else, but basically it was, I think, 30 or 35% off. But the thing is that the system forgot to add on the fee to customize it. So basically, I took this jersey, $180. Actually, I think it was 40% off. So that drops it down to like 108 American dollars. And then they didn't even charge me for customization. I just wanted standard customization, but they actually hand sewed this one. So they definitely honored the deal and then some. So Cool Hockey is amazing for that. St. Louis jersey looks like crap. You want to skate on a frozen lake? Make that Lake Louise, man. That would be amazing. So yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, of course, Nick doesn't like the St. Louis jersey. And I don't myself as well. I just think it's a little too clowny. I used to think that way about the, 1995 jersey. I used to think about that with, the blue version, the regular version. And then that came out in Adidas and I said, I actually might need to add this to my collection. So at some point, maybe get me Ryan O'Reilly or something like that. Favorite Sharks prospect? Do we even have any prospects? Our prospect pool is so thin, man. I like that we drafted Ozzy Weisblatt because we need that type of player. We don't have a right-handed shot. Kevin LeBanc is our best right-handed shot. That's not really saying all that much. So we need that sniper. So Alex Ovechkin, if you want to come play for your favorite team growing up, the San Jose Sharks, there is definitely a roster spot for you, whether you want to come to us as a free agent or just request an outright trade. Let's take Peter Laviolette and bring him over to San Jose as well. Let's win a cup. You like Bordelot? Oh, I saw some highlights of him recently, though. He seems like a very, skilled player, has good speed. Defensively seemed pretty sound as well. So I think there is reason to be optimistic for him. Melnichuk, yeah. I think Melnichuk is probably somebody who will, we'll definitely have our attention. He'll have our attention this year. Hey, could you stop freaking complaining, Cortana? My goodness. I'm sorry that I don't do everything for you every hour of the day when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. My goodness, I've spoiled her. But yeah, Melnichuk is going to be very important for this franchise because, we have Dubnyk this year. And after that, we don't have a backup. So it's going to be Melnichuk. You liked how the Avs have honored Quebec? And I have too. That jersey is perfect. Don't mess with the classic, man. Holtby's move killed you. Well, Holtby knew that his time had kind of come to an end in Washington with Samsonov there. By the way, who's going to back up for him? It's not going to be Copley, is it? I don't know. I'm not aware of that situation. Will I buy the Sharks reverse retro? I think I will, but I want to wait till the 30th anniversary jersey comes out because that one I can just about promise will look better. Not a big fan of the reverse retro. Is that McDonough on the Rangers jersey? Yeah, it is. Got that on full moon jerseys for, like what? Did I get that? I think I got that in the auctions for like $55 or something. Detroit's retro looks poopy. Sorry to our Salty Wings fan. Detroit forgot to actually come out with a jersey. Are they making another Sharks jersey? It's unofficially official. Jonathan Becker, who's like a vice president for the organization, has said yes. Obviously he's going to dance around it in a fun, engaging way for certain outlets and avenues. But yeah, he's all but promised that there is a 30th anniversary jersey. The Hawks don't have a goalie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought our situation was bad in San Jose, but yeah. You think the prospect pool is something to be optimistic about? Well, the thing is that if it's going to be good, it's not like it's going to make an impact at the NHL level this year. It might not even for a couple of years. The only way that they'll make some impact is if, is if the Sharks say, okay, the window has officially closed. We need to get these guys some experience. And then they play together for a couple of years at the NHL level. I think that's the only way. Colin Delia had a .915 save. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's above league average. Yeah, I thought the Copley was fine as well, too. The Blues jersey reminds you of the Red Giants jersey. Oh, the New York Giants. See, I know where people live, so I can kind of think about like, oh, what team could they be thinking of? Martin Jones had an 896. Yeah. I think his save percentage under Nabokov was like 907 or something like that. So it was better. Not great, but better. Who will the Sharks sacrifice to Seattle? LeBanc is certainly the top option along with Burns. It's going to be probably one of the two of them. They're not going to expose, Couture, no way. Hurdle, no way. Carlson, he wouldn't get drafted if they exposed him unless he had a Norris caliber season. So yeah, I think it's going to be LeBanc or it's going to be Burns. LeBanc has upside. If he gets back to like about 47 to 50 points, then yeah, he'll probably be drafted by Seattle. But if Burns is, if he plays every game and he's kind of an Iron Man out there and he gets back to about, 65, 70 points, I mean, the guy's he takes fantastic care of himself. And I think it's possible for him to rebound in that sense. So yeah, I think there's a possibility he could get picked up by Seattle as well. We've got 17 of you absolute buttes in the chat. Make sure if you haven't already, if you're enjoying your time here with us, smash that like button. Helps others like you discover the channel. And you can also see my details down in the video description. I have links to my Twitter, my Instagram, and my second channel, Chuckleberries, for all things not hockey. Do I like Doug Wilson as GM? Yeah, I do. He's the second longest tenured GM in the NHL, 17 years. And has he made some duds? Yeah, yes. But he's made some amazing moves as well. And this team has been perennially, like if you look at the last, 50 or let's say the last like 13 seasons, the Sharks have been in the playoffs except for like 2 of them, right? If you take those playoff years, basically the Sharks on average are like a top 8 team in the league. So they go to the playoffs and they win a round. Now, that's not great in that they've never won a Stanley Cup, and the Sharks have definitely gunned for that before. But for them to be that competitive year in, year out, I think that's a model for success. And I think that Doug Wilson definitely deserves credit there. I'll definitely dish some criticisms to him when I think of trades for like Bill Guerin. Why am I thinking of Mark Bell so early in this? Craig Rivet was okay, but thinking about the draft picks that have been surrendered, that hasn't been good. But then I think of, okay, well then they deal Barclay Goodrow to Lightning. They got that 30th pick in the first round. So I still think he's doing good work this offseason. I think he was okay. I kind of think that some of the two-way contracts were unnecessary. If they would have freed up some cap space, Eric Howlow would be our third line center right now. He's still out there though, so I think that would elevate San Jose's chance of contending for the playoffs because they are very weak when it comes to fairly weak at wing, especially as a right-handed shot, but they're also weak when it comes to third and fourth line center. Well, when will the NHL season start? I know that some people think it's going to be January 1st. I think it's going to be more like, I don't know. I think it's going to be closer to February. Dallas's neon jerseys, the story behind them is cool. Oh, I'm not sure if I know the backstory. But yeah, I like them. I'm not in love with them, but I like them. I might actually get one. Do I play Fortnite? No, I don't. I don't play video games all that much. Not as much as I used to. Barkley is not worth a first-round pick. Did you see Barkley during the playoffs, though? He was fantastic. He was excellent. There were some games where he was maybe the best player out there for Tampa. So I think Tampa got actually a really – I thought it was a pretty fair deal when in retrospect. Whereas when the Sharks made that deal at the time, it was kind of like a little highway robbery in favor of the Sharks. But yeah, good move. Do I have Thanksgiving goodies? You know what? I should definitely prep some. The only problem is that I'm in this really small chair, so I can't have Cortana come up here with me. We have to be on a sofa or something to make that work. His regular season stats are mediocre. Well, I mean, I think he I don't know what the possession metrics look like, but if you look at that, if you look at block shots, hits, and obviously the eye test, then yeah, it looks like a pretty good deal. But I am somebody who does, when I evaluate talent outside of the Sharks, I mostly look at stats because I'm not, I'm not an expert at watching the game. I'm really not. One, two, I don't get to watch that much outside of my favorite team. So, that's why I like to go with the stats. The way that I position things is that it just gives a perspective that sometimes others won't really dive into. So that's why I look at some of those possession metrics and whatnot. And then I form kind of opinions and perspectives based on what I have accumulated in statistical knowledge, if you will. You're playing some old school games? Oh, yes, you have some classic hockey games, if I remember. The trade was essentially Goodrow for Wiesblatt. Yeah, Weisblatt, excuse me. Heckin' excuse. By the way, Dog's best friend, you should watch the channel Save a Fox if you haven't already. You think dogs are cute and smart. There are some foxes on that channel that are too adorable. Anyway, if Couture and Hurdle and you have a healthy Carlson, yeah, I think it's possible. I think the other piece of the equation is adequate goaltending. I used to defend the goaltending for the most part the last couple of years, but when I look at the numbers and I compare that to defensive possession metrics for the Sharks, yeah, goaltending looks pretty damn awful. So I'm optimistic that Jones, he performed better with Nabokov last season. So I'm optimistic that can continue. And second of all, Dubnyk, you guys gotta remember, he had a terrible, absolutely abysmal season last year. But you look at his 4 seasons as a starter before that terrible season, he started over 260 games, had a .918 save percentage, a 2.41 goals against average, and averaged at least 10 goals saved above average a year. So I still think he can get it done. Maybe not at a Vezina caliber or anything like that, but much better than what the Sharks are used to. Jones was good for about a 3-year stretch with the Sharks. Yeah. Real Bros of Simi Valley. Oh, The Undertaker retired. That's right. I don't know how I ended up seeing that, Riley, but somehow it popped up on my Twitter feed. Ryan Perez, hello. Greetings. Jones in 2016 in the playoffs, God mode. Yeah. He had a fantastic postseason run. Wait, why do people think that Price isn't a good goalie? I'm not sure where you're getting that from. I mean, I do think he's overrated. I still think he's a good goaltender. I don't think that he's a top 3. And this is where I start to get controversial. I don't think he's necessarily top 5. Do I have Reddit? Nope, I don't. I'm kind of limited on my social platforms. I have Twitter and I have Instagram. You can access those in the video description down below. Do I like Ferraro? I love Ferraro. Miro Heiskanen light, as I like to call him. Now, he's not going to put up the points that someone like Heiskanen would, but I think that his puck management skills have the potential to be kind of like a Miro Heiskanen level. I love his fundamentals, good speed, and he plays above his weight to a T. This guy is, probably about my size, maybe just a little bit, more muscular, but he hits just about anybody out there. I think that, if the Sharks get back into something like the playoffs or something like that, that's kind of where you might see someone like Ferraro actually break out and emerge. I have big expectations for the guy. I think that he's kind of like a hybrid of someone like a Miro Heiskanen and a Pickles Vlasic. Obviously he's only 22 years old. He's still developing. So I see lots of potential for him. I love watching him play, honestly. You think he's all right? All right. We'll see how he does the next year, though. No sense players currently on the team from the 2017 run. Whoa, that's crazy. I don't dispute that, though. Watching a fox jump on a trampoline. Yeah. Oh, the video they uploaded today was too cute, too. Let's see. '21 Cup underdog. Luke, great question. Give me a second here. I don't know if they're an underdog, but initially I thought of Vancouver. They went pretty deep last year, though. They were 1 Game 7 away from going to the conference finals. Let's see here. I'm thinking here. Montreal, maybe. And if Bobrovsky actually does something, no, Florida. No, not Florida. They lost Hoffman and Dodonov. Hell no. I don't know. Maybe Montreal. Funny. Can't say I've heard of that. What do I think of Linder or Arenado to the Dodgers? Wait. See, I haven't even been following baseball, but wait, are you saying that Nolan Arenado, is that's his name, right? He's gone to the Dodgers? That's why we need a freaking salary cap in baseball. That's ridiculous. Florida has good prospects. Oh. Favorite player nickname ever in the NHL? Oh, that's tough, man. I'd have to really think on that. I don't know, man. I mean, obviously you have like the great one. You have, Mr. Hockey, like Boom Boom Jeffrey on that. Like those are pretty good, right? I don't know if they're the best, but you got Paul Bissonnette, Biz Nasty. That's pretty damn good too. You'll have to let me know, guys. Best nickname in hockey. Put it in the comments or in the chat. Gonna miss Verhaeghe in Tampa. Oh, that's right. Oh, it's a rumor about Arenado. Okay. That'd be absurd. The Grim Reaper. There's a Grim Reaper in the NHL? MVP Lucic, Super Mario, of course. All right, Alex, have a great Thanksgiving. Cujo's good. It's got, it's just real easy to. Not to mention, isn't Cujo a character like in a Stephen King book or something? Yep. I mean, I think every goaltender needs to have a nickname, right? You got Cujo, you got Kipper for Mickey Kippersoff, you had Nabby for Yevgeny Nabokov. Oh, Stu Grimson, the Grim Reaper. Okay, thanks, Riley. That makes sense, obviously. Dan Boyle, own goal, never forget. Felix the Cat, nice. I think that's what, Felix Potvin? The book's about a killer dog. Oh, okay. That's kind of scary. And how many books has Stephen King written anyway? But yes, Ryan, I do remember the own goal. We could have lost that series. If Pavelski hadn't scored one of those goals in overtime, we probably would have lost that series. It would have been so embarrassing. Diego Maradona, rest in peace. Absolutely. Ducky for Dale Haverchuk, rest in peace. Yep. Yeah, we've lost a lot of good athletes this year. Best contract ever, Rick DP Hedgerow. I feel about Vasilevsky's nickname, arguably best goalie in the league, and he's stuck with Big Cat. He's pretty big. He's got the cat-like reflexes. The Russian Rocket. You got a Miroslav Shatan shirt a few days ago. Please tell me it's the goat head. By the way, guys, why did the Sabres go with another white alternate? That's their third, I think that's kind of like their third white Adidas jersey that isn't their default away. Because they had the Winter Classic, which is actually a pretty nice jersey. Then they had the 50th anniversary, which have some blue with your gold. And now they have this other one in white. Why didn't they just do that in blue? Why didn't they do it in yellow? I don't know. Kind of upset me that they didn't do something else. Or why didn't they just do that in black, for all that matter? The design of the jersey overall is fine, but I wish they would have thought to at least mix up the color palette a little bit. You're an Isles fan? Faux life. Could the Islanders be a dark horse for the Stanley Cup next year? And by the way, very unfortunate that Boychuk had to call it a career. But he had a long career. Good career. Oh, they lost Devon Taves. Yeah, see, if they had the Fisherman jersey, of course they'd be probably the favorite in that division. As long as Barry Trotz is the head coach, I have faith. But then again, as long as Laviolette is the head coach in Washington, I think that's you can argue that they're going to get back into it. Do you guys think that there's a clear-cut best team in that division now? Are the Rangers are the Rangers going to crack the top three? The Islanders will never bring back the Fishermen. See, my thought is they could have just gone with like a plain, like a regular design, like what they wear, currently for home and away, or even the Navy one. They could have basically recolored the Fisherman logo and put that on that design. I don't know. I think that would have looked passable. The Rangers are going to be at the top by 2027. Are they even going to have Panarin still? Detroit jersey. Well said, Steve. The darkest time for the Islanders was John Spano. I don't know. John Savano, Mike Milbury, Rick DiPietro. Flyers are going to be number one. Carter Hart didn't have a sophomore slump. That's good news. Carolina's going to make a strong push to the top. Excuse me. Carolina, but do they have that? I don't know, man. Are they going to have that goaltending once you get into the playoffs, though? I mean, I love watching the Hurricanes otherwise. No doubt. Kata hot. Excuse me. Thank you. About the Pens being the ones to beat. I kind of thought about this last year. I think the Penguins are going to be maybe on the downside a little bit. It's crazy. Matt Murray's not even there anymore. Yeah, Mrazek, I mean, he can turn it on. He can definitely turn it on in short spurts. Eddie Van, what's happening, dude? The solar system is so humongous big. The Preds need a better backup. Yeah, I've kind of lost faith in the Preds. You know, when your defenseman is by far your leading scorer, by far, I'm saying. You know, Granlund didn't work out there either. They gave away Fiala, who had a really nice year with the Wild. Oh, your brother met Mrazek. That's cool. It's only a game. Why you have to be mid? Wait, is this another Brizgalov quote? The most memorable thing, Mrazek. Very true. By current Toronto Maple Leaf, Joe Thornton. Nuts, dude. If only they didn't suck at executing that reverse retro. If they would have given us something a little bit nicer, throw it back to 1927 with the white and the green. I would have been on board with that. But no, they gave us a steaming pile of crap for the reverse retro, in my opinion. Otherwise, I would have bought a Jumbo Joe right there. Trotz needs more offense. Absolutely. Alex Stalock should be a starter as a goalie. I mean, he played pretty well last year. You know, I wouldn't say anything more than a spot starter, though. Do I have my hockey gear yet? No way, man. It's not happening. Not this year. Nope. I have to buy a sofa bed. I have to buy a new coffee table. I have to buy definitely some new linens. I have to get, oh boy, I have to get gifts for people too. So yeah, I can't do it this year. Maybe a stick. I need to get a goal and some targets, and then I can maybe do something outside. But yeah, there's other stuff I need to purchase though. Regular Adidas Whalers or Whalers reverse retro. I would take the green one easily. I don't like gray with that color scheme. I don't. So I'm not going to get the reverse retro. I like that they put Pucky on it though. You've been waiting for the Pens to slump? Well, you're a Caps fan. They seem to persevere. Yeah, I mean, it's just that division is so darn competitive that I would think that they would. But you're right. I mean, they had so many injuries, and they played even better through them. All right, Isaiah, have a good night, and thanks for joining the stream. Should buy NHL 21? Probably not. Hey, Matt Jacobson, what's happening? I haven't checked my phone, but did you see what I sent you? Yeah, I'm not going to get NHL 21 not necessarily. I want to get the NHL 94 rewind though. I bet that's going to be fun. The Leafs one isn't as bad as it seems when you see it in person. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, I just remember looking at that photo, and the jersey looked insanely big on the model for the for starters, and just the size of the logo looked like really weird to me. I don't know. What do I think of the Sharks potentially moving out of the SAP Center? I think it's a possibility. I think it's a possibility. When I think of just how many people, how many residents, how many natives of that area have been displaced. I mean, I could rant about this, so I won't do that here. But yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility when you have Google. They're going to be buying up a big chunk of downtown. I think that's going to really screw things up. So the Jets one is underrated. I like the Jets reverse retro a lot. Just punch 2 holes into Home Depot bucket lids and wire tie them to the net. You're the expert. You are the expert for sure. I want to get like a goal horn rigged up to it too. That'd be sick. NCAA football 2004. That was a good game. That was when they could actually make fun football games. You had that. Madden was still good. You had NFL 2K, which is like the greatest sports franchise of all freaking time right there. NFL 2K6, I think that's what it was. Best football game ever, bar none. And Blitz, yes. Yes, indeed, Riley. Yeah, 2K5, beautiful. The Leafs jersey, you're saying it looks better with a name and number? Or the Jets one does. Oh, you're correct. Because you get a little bit more of that aviator blue. I think you need that in order to contrast with the gray and the navy as well. So yeah, good point. Are we in time so far, guys? Okay, we've been going live for almost an hour. Matt, you'll have to check it out, dude. Your first ever Sharks game, you witnessed Teemu scores first NHL goal. No freaking way. Wow. With the Winnipeg Jets. That's pretty amazing. I don't think I ever saw Teemu. Unless he was on the Sharks and I saw him. Can I resend it? I can. Hopefully it goes through. It said that it sent it. How do I feel about the Islanders reverse retro? I mean, it's a good jersey, but it's just too similar to what they wear for their home jersey. So I think it's a missed opportunity as well. So, I mean, overall, it's a fine jersey, but I already have that jersey anyway. Like I have, like a CCM. So I wouldn't buy it. Even if it were on sale, I wouldn't. Solana was on the Sharks for about a year. Yeah. Yeah, Teemu. I'll have to really reflect on, just the kind of players who passed by San Jose. The Sharks have had Teemu Solana at one point. They had Mika Kiprusoff at one point. They had Doug Wilson, who made the Hall of Fame. They had some other good talents as well. They had Igor Larionov. By the way, guys, have any of you, and Salty Wings, I better see a yes from you. Have you guys seen the Russian Five, the documentary? So good. My dad had told me that he liked watching it. He's not a big hockey fan, but I watched it last week. I loved it. That was amazing. Ed Belfour. Yep, yep. They could have gotten Gretzky. Yeah, they could have had Chris Pronger as well. Probably like one of the most hated Sharks of all time. Actually, that would be a fun video to produce. The most hated San Jose Sharks of all time. Or excuse me, the most hated players or the most hated rivals for San Jose Sharks fans or something like that, right? You talk about Pronger, talk about, I know Theo Fleury, but I wasn't really around to watch that. Marc-Andre Fleury, in a sense, just because he's always been really good against us for the most part. But anyway, yeah, I do sort of know about this speculation that the Sharks could have gotten Gretzky. Artur Zerbe, Sharks legend. Good point. With the Wings bribing the doctors to say Konstantinov had inoperable cancer. Yeah, I mean, just how they were able to kind of smuggle them from, or like how they smuggled Fedorov from that one tournament. And yeah, and the fact that Konstantinov, he left his, he's only about 23 at this point. He had a kid and a wife, and they said, no, like go chase your dream and we'll come over at some point. That's unbelievable. Turco. Yeah, Turco is one of the most hated Sharks, or most hated players by Sharks fans. Yeah. Good one. I used to hate Turco too. Yeah. Corey Perry. Corey Perry's like top 3. I think. It's got to be like Pronger and Perry. Those got to be 1 and 2 probably. Although Crosby's going to get some beef as well. Is there a specific platform? I watched it through Amazon Prime. But even if you have to pay a few bucks to rent it, I highly recommend doing so. So Marty, well, yeah, pardon. I think that, Ryan, you were saying that Turco was one of the most hated players by Sharks fans. Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Marchessault, not to that level. I mean, no, the Sharks, like the fans, we just dislike Vegas passionately. But it's not like one specific player as much. Marchessault, he runs his mouth a little bit more, sure, but I wouldn't say that he's like the clear villain there. No. Team Roblox Hockey, welcome. Oh yeah, Reeves. Good point, Salty. I don't hate Reeves that much. I can think of other players that I've hated more. Started a new job. Good job. Good job, Trevor. Congrats, man. That's good stuff. It's good. It's good to, feel like you're contributing to something on a fairly frequent basis. So yeah. Yeah. Of course, the rivalry with Evander Kane only amplifies more with Reeves in Vegas. Yeah, Zach, the Sharks in their inaugural season, they had the highest revenue for merchandise of any North American sports team, with the exception of the Chicago Bulls, who were in the middle of a three-peat. Isn't that amazing? I think so. Tom Wilson is hated by everybody. Yeah, he's kind of toned it down, though, recently, right? A 1v1 in any video game live. Well, once the NHL Rewind comes out or the NHL 94 Rewind comes out, I'd be open to getting back on like PSN and facing off against subscribers and whatnot. Raise your hand if you never saw the Sharks Golden Knights rivalry coming. I didn't see it coming in the first year. I thought it was cool that Vegas was getting a team, but then they just, came out like gangbusters right at the beginning. And I said, oh, hell no. And then that's how the rivalry was born. Am I going to eat turkey tomorrow? I'm actually not. I'm kicking it solo tomorrow. And my friend who Did some hunting in Montana, brought me some venison and some elk. So I might cook that up. You guys let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. I know things are a little bit different, but I don't know. Maybe there's an opportunity there for at least you to get together with a couple people. Hope so. You'll drive to me and bring a console with NHL 94 Rewind. Hell, man, I got NHL 94 on my Genesis here. To your knowledge, it's an exclusive as a pre-order. I think it's free if you pre-ordered NHL 94. I think you have to pay. You can still buy it, or you can still acquire the game, but you have to pay for it if you did not pre-order. That's at least what I recall, but I could be wrong. Your family's going to make chicken. Hey, man, a lot of people say that Thanksgiving turkey is overrated. I can agree in a sense. It's not easy to get it right. One thing I like, roasting it vertically. That way you get the juices to drip down and evenly disperse throughout the bird. 1. 2, deep fry that sucker. Fried turkey is super good. Yeah. Yeah, Salty knows what's up. Okay, so at least you have some family there. That's good. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I imagine that's probably pretty good on that system, yeah. I have, let's see. I have a couple of Mortal Kombat games, but those are like Generation 6. Your wife is downloading Bus Simulator. You guys should play, what was it? The Goose Game? You should play the Goose Game together. Do I play COD? No, I don't. I used to, like back in the, like we're talking 15 years ago. I don't really play video games that much anymore. I might get back into it though. I don't know. But yeah, usually the time that I would be spending video games, I spend making content on YouTube now. And I like this. I like this a lot. Not to mention I've been shredding a lot more recently too. I only have my acoustic guitar here, but I want to buy myself a new electric because my skills have definitely amplified during the pandemic, if you know what I mean. Maybe start some covers on my second channel or something like that. Yeah, congrats to Trevor. That's getting a new job is a relief, and just I guess having a kind of new beginning to that sort of how you craft that new sort of routine for your life. Untitled Goose Game? Probably. You know, it's a fun game. It's an indie game. I don't know if there have been releases past the initial launch. Heave Ho. That's a super fun, like indie kind of like couch co-op game. You want some Bohemian Rhapsody? I don't even know how I would do that as a cover. I guess the verses are pretty easy to like produce a cover for. But then when you have all those choruses and stuff like that, oh my God. Or the choir, the choir of voices there. I'm not the biggest Queen fan either. I do like Queen, but I've never tried like playing any songs of theirs. Maybe some Leonard Skinner, then we're talking. You're watching me and Kim at the same time? Yeah. Oh, Kim's awesome. Kim's fantastic. I hope I get a chance to collaborate with her more. So she's live right now too, huh? By the way, that is not something we need to censor. Team Roblox, you you nailed it. You tried playing Bohemian Rhapsody on the piano. Wow. I don't really. I grew up like as a young lad. I played some piano. Now, if you give me a keyboard, I can do two things. I can play Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins, which is the intro track to the greatest double album of all time. And I can also play the like intro to Warmness on the Soul by Avenged Sevenfold on their first album, which is like actually a hardcore album, but they have this beautiful sort of piano-based song as well. That's all I know on piano right now. But yeah, at some point I'd like to definitely get a keyboard and whatnot. Anyway. Oh, she was streaming about Boychuk. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Do I know Hot Take Hockey? Yeah, I've worked with John on a video before. Would love the chance to work with him again, too, especially now that Jumbo Joe is on the Leafs. Play the belly drum. Yeah, but John absolutely destroyed it during the playoffs, man. What's he at, like 20? Is he at 25,000 right now? So that John absolutely killed it. And off the wall hockey has been killing it recently too. And I've had the chance to appear on his channel. Can't believe the Undertaker is retired. Oh God, he was performing what for like 20 something years? Unbelievable. But then again, you know, that's an inspiration. You look at somebody like the Undertaker, you look at somebody like Tony Hawk, 52 years old, and absolutely kills it on the vert ramp still. Now, I myself, I don't watch WWE, but Riley here and a couple others probably get into it for sure. 30 freaking years, man. What are my thoughts of fake jerseys? I don't like fake jerseys. Not just because of the quality, but I have a video about this on my channel. Jerseys are just a part of the puzzle here. But counterfeit merchandising is the largest criminal enterprise in the world. So basically, fake goods, the funds from that trickle in, and they feed other terrible acts of violence, exploitation. When you think of these labor conditions that that working in, it's horrendous. Now, I like the idea of people making a choice as to where their dollars go, but I think it's important that people are aware of where their dollars are going. So I am a staunch advocate of legitimate products, but, you know, I'm here to raise awareness. I'm not here to insult somebody because they have something counterfeit, because I've had counterfeit stuff before too. But it's important that we are more aware of where our dollars are going to. Does anybody here watch Jackass? I never watched like all of the show, but I've seen the movies, of course. Have I heard of the Venture Bros? Yeah, I never really tried getting into that so much. I liked the regular show. I liked Metalocalypse. Wow, the largest Lego bootleggers got arrested. Yeah, I mean, I saw a story about, you know, some counterfeiting in New York, where, you know, you're talking about a network of, you know, vendors who are knowingly selling fake stuff, but we're talking about merch that would be confiscated and valued at like tens of millions of dollars. Ryan Dunn, R.I.P. Indeed, indeed. They're going to make a fourth movie? Wow. I mean, Steve-O, I think he's still kind of got it in him. Try to get the NHL to stop overcharging for their products. Oh, you know what? I mean, that's a good point too. Licensing costs are absurd. Tony Hawk is going to skateboard into his 80s. You know what? I wouldn't turn that down. I've seen a video of somebody learning how to like drop into like a ramp, like a mini ramp at 80 plus years old. I've seen a skateboarder doing street tricks in his 50s. Tony Hawk's definitely going to be skating through his into his senior years. Jojo, what's happening, dude? Aaron Preston, hello. Well, it's fantastic of you to stop by. I just wanted to have a little impromptu stream. You know, connect with some people because it's been 2 weeks, and you know, it's good to say hello before this Thanksgiving holiday. And you know, I don't have a whole lot going on right now. I mean, I have plenty to keep me busy, but I just said, nah, I want to do something a little different. Have a little stream. Steve-O and Knoxville are already in the hospital. Oh no. I hope they don't. I hope they weren't experimenting with any toy cars, I'll just say. You wanted a jersey that you didn't care. if it got ripped. I wait for sales or buy used jerseys. Yeah. That's the thing though, because if you don't mind getting a player who's been traded, you can literally buy a jersey on Dick's Sporting Goods. You can buy it through eBay through a seller like Fulman Jerseys. You can buy something like that for this as a legitimate licensed NHL product at the same price as a counterfeit product. It's not too difficult. You just need to know where to look and when to look, I guess, because you have to be there for trade deadline deals and that sort of thing too. You can get a Taylor Hall for super cheap. Great point. I've seen those for like, what, $50? Bam Margera might not be in the movie. I don't even know what the heck he's been up to. You got Taylor Hall, Matt Zuccarello, and Subban. Nice. Am I getting any jerseys on Black Friday? I'm a special case here, Cam, in that unfortunately my funds have to be diverted elsewhere. I recently moved to this home that I'm living at right now, and I need to fill this space out. So I have some family coming over for Christmas, and so I need to buy a sofa that extends into a bed for, my sibling, and I need to get some other stuff like that that's going to add up a ton. So I don't expect myself to get any jerseys for Black Friday, but once the season gets rolling along, I'll be back in the market for that. I've got plenty of lovely jerseys here that I can wear in the meantime. But yeah, are you getting any jerseys for Black Friday? Jackass 4, we're not done yet. That's actually pretty good. Imagine getting a Hall, then he signs with the Oilers next year. That's the thing. I don't have any Taylor Hall jerseys because it's like, he's not going to last. I don't know. Is there going to be a season? That's what I'm wondering too, Zach. I know that we're supposed to have something that starts, in January, but I don't know. We're getting more restrictions, and you see players testing positive. I mean, that doesn't mean that they're actually experiencing symptoms, but you see that no venues, nothing's open. At least not in the States. You bought the Kings gray jersey. I was definitely a fan of that when they had the 50th anniversary and had the gold outline around the logo. I wish they would have kept that though. Bazzi, do I have any game warrants? Yes, I have one. Think about Vince Dunn. I really don't know enough about Vince Dunn to formulate any sort of opinion. But yeah, this is my one team issued. I don't know if it was actually worn in a game, but it is pretty worn. So this is Tim Heed. You'll notice that there's definitely some fraying here to the stitching just because of, playing in it. This fabric is a little bit different than like the Adidas jerseys. This is a little bit more kind of like flexible and durable, I think. You might get the Kings reverse retro. I might get it in a blank. I liked what they were going for. It wasn't the perfect execution, but yeah. Let's see. And of course, these team issued ones are going to be a lot bigger. So like the smallest players are going to wear a size 54. This one's a 56, but obviously it's not uncommon to see plenty of 58s and 60s out there too. So this material is a little bit different. It's not identical to what is produced in Indonesia as part of the retail series. These are made in Canada. You can even see that here on the tag, But the logo is actually pretty similar to what you'd find in the store as well. So anyway, I bought this because it was only $200. Whereas all the other players were like $600. So yeah, it's cool to have a team issued one. I want to get, a couple more of those throughout the years, but I'm not going to be like a team issued collector exclusively. Aaron McKinney is the most underrated. Terror tech. What? Oh, you're talking about Jackass stuff? Here, I'm going to hang this up. That's a steal. Yeah, I mean, $200 for a player issued one, in Adidas, it's pretty good. I mean, Tim, he's actually played some games too, so I thought that was, considering I would pay basically the same amount if I wanted to get like a regular Adidas one. I didn't have a white one in my collection at the time. The only place where you can get the white Adidas one is either at a Sharks game or at Sports K. That's about it. I mean, there are a couple other places like Hockey Monkey as well, but yeah. You thought I was wearing a Devils jersey? Haha! I have fooled thee. That's because the Devils do not have the laces. Go Canes! Oh, Aaron, that's right. That's your team. Whoop. Yep. Definitely like what they did with the sleeves on this. I just wish they had like a storm flag on the shoulders, but that's about it. It's a good jersey though, no doubt. The game worns are a different jersey than fan authentics. Indeed, yes. Definitely so. Am I going to cook a turkey? Probably not, because it's just me and my dog. So I didn't even think to go out and shop for one. The good thing is that my friend was in Montana for a few weeks, and he just rolled through, and he brought back a couple pounds of venison and elk that he hunted. So I'm very fortunate to have that available to me. I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, the value on this is actually pretty high. He aged the creatures, he butchered them, gutted them, everything. So that's pretty admirable. He's one of my best friends too. So, I mean, it's pretty damn amazing to have somebody like that coming by and giving me some food that otherwise would cost me a couple $100 right there. But hey, I was the best man at his wedding. So there you go. Yeah. Shane Doan wore the new peyote on Twitter. I did see that. Yeah. Well, why get number? Oh, you need number 12, or you need to get 12 of them. Yeah, it's real nice of my friend to do that. So yeah. Do Canadians do anything interesting on American Thanksgiving? Watch some football, I guess. You need 12 of them. Okay, maybe 37. Yeah, I'm not going to get that jersey since I already have the original peyote. Maybe a little bit later on, though. Maybe. You like the Jackass theme song? If you're talking about like Hybrid Moments by the Misfits, absolutely. If you're gonna scream, scream with me. Moments like this never end. Anyway, thoughts on Dubnyk? I thought it was a good signing, or a good deal, because the Sharks only swallowed half of his cap hit. And again, if you look at last season, it was an anomaly compared with his previous 4 seasons. His previous 4 seasons, so like 14 or 15, 16 through 18, 19, right? Over 260 starts, 918 save percentage, 2.41 goals against, an average goals saved above average of 10 throughout those 4 years. On average, he would let in 10 fewer goals than average. 17 shutouts over 4 years. He was really good. So I think that he could still be a good goaltender, whether as a backup or a split starter. The TV song. You'll just watch some football and that's about it. I see. Yeah. I'm not going to be doing anything really. Just trying to figure out which sofa bed needs to go into my blank bedroom. Dubnyk should have stayed in Arizona. The snake oil salesman is Mike's. Sorry, I got a squeaky chair, which reminds me, I also have to buy a new office chair. So yeah, and I also have to buy something for the backdrop. The jerseys here are decent, but we need to get some other stuff here. We need some pucks. We need some wall art, like something on display, for example. We need to spice things up here. Definitely so. So with the Canes having done what they've done with the reverse retro, really curious what they will do for the Stadium Series. Dude, are we even going to get a Stadium Series? You got a Blackhawks white 1940s sweater. So I assume that that is in the design that they mirrored for the reverse retro, right? Because that would probably look pretty nice. Sorry, very squeaky. You hear that squeak? Yeah. Not good. Actually, every game would be safer as a stadium game. Yeah, it's true. The outdoor games are canceled this year, both of them? When was that anyway? I mean, I'm not surprised to hear it, but yeah. It upsets me. I mean, I really was excited to see Minnesota host a Winter Classic. And I mean, before COVID, I thought to myself, I would maybe try to go as a pseudo Minnesota sports fan. But yeah. Pardon. You're curious what they'll do. I would like see the thing is I was hoping for the reverse retro that they would basically make a black or a gray version of the jersey they won the cup in 2006. I thought that would have been nice. The All-Star Game, Winter Classic, and Stadium Series. Okay, postponed essentially. Yeah. Minnesota could have had a nice Winter Classic jersey. Yeah, I mean, I think they gave us a good reverse retro. I think that, if they would have put the M on as the main crest instead of the filed logo, I think that would have been. But nonetheless, I'm going to get that jersey so I can get Matt Zuccarello on it. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, anybody else doing anything interesting for Thanksgiving? Minnesota should have a Christmas jersey. I didn't like that shade of red that they used to use. So I usually kind of poo-poo the idea of Minnesota bringing that back. But I've seen worse. The Devils pulled it off pretty well, though. But see, the thing is that this doesn't feel super Christmassy because you have a lot more of the cream than you do the red. That's why I think this works really, really, really well. But yeah. Kings 90s logo looks really good in purple and gold. I totally agree. A reverse retro of the OG Canes alternate. See, the thing is that I don't think any of the reverse retros are drawing from the Reebok era. So that's probably why you didn't see it. But the original black the original black jersey for the Canes, I am a fan. I think it's better than the one that they wear now. I'm a little bit in the minority in that sense, but yeah. Anyway, anybody else doing anything interesting for Thanksgiving? We're at 20 likes, by the way. Thank you very much, everybody. Most of the reverse retros look like Walmart knockoffs. Some of them kind of do. Yeah. Maybe have the bear eating their opponent for the night. What? Oh, you sent me the sweater? Let's take a look. What on earth? What the heck is this? Oh my goodness. I gotta hold this up to the screen here. What am I looking at? It's a Lego Ice Hogs jersey. That is so fugly, but I respect you for buying that. That's actually kind of, it's so bad that if you live in that area, you got to get one of those. Alex has rejoined. You might go ice fishing. I hear we have some ice fishing in this area. I've never fished in my life, actually. What brand was that? It's from EPS Sports. I see that. I see a tag for that. But yeah, I don't know who makes that actual sweater. That looks like, I don't know. That's nuts, man. You're going to eat some turkey and watch Power Rangers. I hope you have a succulent turkey. All right. I need to know in the chat down below, best Thanksgiving side dish. I need to hear it. All right. Are we talking about, do you like mashed potatoes? Do you like stuffing? And what kind of stuffing? Because some people like the cornbread stuffing. What about sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole? Which, by the way, coming from California, what the hell is green bean casserole? Cranberry sauce. I used to always make cranberry, like scratch make cranberry. So you put them in a pot, add some, you can add some sweetener and maybe a little bit of spice to it. I made super hella good cranberry sauce. Straight up green beans. I mean, you can make green beans really tasty. What you got to do is you got to parboil them. Or what you do is you just put a little bit of water in a bowl with the green beans. You put it in the microwave, soften them up for a little bit, and then just like put them in a pan with some chopped garlic and some olive oil, and you're good to go. Meatballs. Really? I've never heard that one. But hey, I don't live in Canada, so. Your mom's cornbread. Oh, nice. I like making cornbread. I actually will make it on the stovetop too. I think that's how it turns out the best, in my opinion. Vodka Red Bull makes the football come, or makes the football come away, or make way more sense. I guess so. Just with classic cranberry sauce. Some people like the jellied version or the canned version. Some people do. I can't get on board with that, man. But stuffing, like if you scratch make your own stuffing, I think it's pretty damn good, or it can be. One time I actually used ground venison in mine. What would be my Thanksgiving beverage? I don't know. Probably just something kind of like this, I guess. But yeah. Bread rolls. Okay. If we're talking like those Whole Foods dinner rolls or whatever, those are pretty damn good. You just like slather them in butter or something. Pierogies. Jojo, you got your yeah, man, you got some interesting choices there in Canada. Send a photo of the sweater. Oh, the actual sweater that you got, not just the Ice Hogs one. Huh, that's interesting, Matt. I sent it on through the text. Unless I know multiple Matt Jacobsons. Not to be confused with Matthias Jakobsen. Oh, no wonder. Did you get it? I'll talk to you about this later, but yeah. I did have two of you in my phone. My bad. This is what I meant. Waiting for comprehensive Sharks history video for the anniversary. Comprehensive Sharks history. I can give you a couple more videos. 30 best Sharks acquisitions of all time. I can do 30 best Sharks of all time. 30 best moments in Sharks history as well. Your great-grandma was Ukrainian, so that's why you get the piroshkis. Very nice. I've never really had Ukrainian food. What about pelmeni, right? Have you ever had that? But that stuff's pretty good too. It's probably a good evening for a Guinness or perhaps a Sam. Yeah, absolutely. Piroshki. Ooh, Nick. Look at this beauty. Where'd you get that anyway? Looks like something you could maybe buy on Sports K. That's cool. With the cream white, like that a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Mm. Riley, your girl's hair is on point. Her hair game is that's about as good as it's ever been. You won an eBay auction for 19 bucks. Wow. Nathan New. Greetings. Okay, so you do know Pelmini. Okay, cool. I was gonna say at the beginning of the stream, I was talking to somebody who actually beat me in a eBay auction for a San Jose Rhinos roller hockey international jersey. I nearly had this. This thing is a gem. Just go online, like look at San Jose Rhinos or the Anaheim Bullfrogs. Yeah, I almost got a purple Rhinos jersey. That would have been unbelievable. But at least a good lad snatched it up instead of me. But yeah, you just went deer hunting. Yeah, my friend was he was out hunting for close to a week, I think. I mean, on his property, but still. Yeah, it did not come easily for him. You just got your first cool hockey. Congratulations, that's terrific. Do share. You want to get an Atlanta Thrashers jersey? Yeah, I mean, you can find them out there. You know, you have to kind of expect to pay a decent amount for them. It depends on which specific jersey you want to get, though. But yeah, go on eBay. You can definitely find a selection, though. Yeah, a lot of hard work before you pull the trigger, and even more hard work probably after you do. I have camped, Nathan, but not a lot. Last year was my first ever like actual backpacking, but I only did that for a night. It was good though. I liked it. I hope to do a lot more here in Idaho, though. Pardon. Oh, excuse me. Carbonation. AJ has rejoined. Hello. He spent $350 on Wii U games for a retrospective. Did you go overboard? I can kind of understand that though, because Wii U games were never cheap. But yeah, Nathan, let me know which team you got or which player you got. Yeah, JoJo. Actually, that's a good point. Having Winnipeg on the side of the arm would have been pretty sweet. Why stop? Because my new fighting stance is called the Hurricane. That's why. LeFleur, are you ready for the Hurricane? The new Dallas third. No number though. Well, it's all about those green accents, boss. Yeah, I might scoop up one of those. If I do, it's to get Joe Pavelski on there though. Adrian, what's up? Hey, yo, Adrian. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wanted a chance to connect with viewers, no matter where you are, before this great American holiday, or the States version of that. Did I like The Hangover? Yeah, I do. I've seen it plenty of times, so it's kind of like already a little played out, but still pretty fun. The second one had a few laughs, but other than that, wasn't so good. I never even saw the third one. I moved quite. Oh, well, AJ, actually, so this is the first time I've moved. First time I've moved homes in 7 years, and it's actually the first time I've moved out of the Bay Area in 10. So I was actually pretty rooted to my home in Mountain View for a while there. But I'm definitely a traveler in general, though. I've traveled to various parts of, especially Europe, of course, but also in like Asia and Oceania. So yeah, love to travel. Absolutely. My favorite holiday. Start of the NHL season, of course. I mean, Christmas is always going to be great. you know, it doesn't have the same thrill that it used to. But other than like, yeah, I mean, you can pick Thanksgiving or Christmas, but 4th of July is it can be pretty fun. I'm just trying to think when the last time I actually had fun on a holiday. Um, when you're living by yourself, it's like, what's the freaking point anyway? Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have one that really stands out to me though for its unique reasons. I don't think. What's one animal I would like to study? Oh, for you it would be moose or wolves. Well, for me it was sharks as a kid. Um, Growing up right on the coast, and I had all these books about sharks and whales. I could like recite all these facts when I was just a little kid. Uh, I mean, I'm very fortunate to have a dog who is just the light of my life. So I do consider myself a bit of a dog whisperer, and I do want to I want to eventually, as an option for what I'll do for myself when I'm done with like life's rat race. The idea would be to have a animal refuge, somewhere here, Montana, Wyoming, something like that. Orcas over sharks. Orcas are, I think, more deadly than sharks are. The first hangover is the best one. Yeah, I mean that's like the only one, man. But yeah. You guys blowing up the gram? Aaron Preston. Lord Preston. Oh my goodness, look at that Canes jersey collection. Look at that Caniac collection. That is a thing of beauty. Check that out. But yeah, I'd like to, I guess, getting back to your question, Mr. Jojo Brownie. Yeah, I think that, come on. I think that, yeah, I mean, I'd like to learn more about canid species. Sure. You love the Minnesota jersey? Thank you very much. The rumors about the Sharks anniversary? Yeah, Daniel. So basically, one of the VPs there, I think or is he now the president? I don't know. Jonathan Becker. I've seen him interviewed many times on a couple of Sharks channels like Teal Town USA and the Fin Factor. He didn't officially unveil this, but he's said that the Sharks are going to have a 30th anniversary jersey. So yeah, I am very looking forward to that. I believe that they're going to be throwing it back to 1991 for that too. But yeah, this Minnesota jersey right here, it's my favorite. It's my favorite for like the regular home jerseys in the NHL. It's the best. It's gorgeous. You want to dig up fossils because paleontology is life. Very nice. Have I been to New Zealand? Wait, you're going to be... Oh my goodness. Adrian. Dude, check out my channel. I actually have a couple of videos from New Zealand last year. So I was in Indonesia last year for my friend's wedding, which always sounds like super baller. It's like, oh yeah, man, I was on Bali for this wedding last year. So I decided to go to New Zealand. It's only a few hours from there, relatively. And so I explored the North Island. I went to Hobbiton, went to the glowworm caves, hiked in Mordor, and then I went to the South Island. And I tell you, man, New Zealand is just, it's amazing. When people say, like, what's your favorite place you've ever been to? I say to myself, you know what? I didn't get to spend enough time there. I mean, you can say that about most places that you've traveled to, but New Zealand is like right up there, man. It's fantastic. Not cheap, but it's worth it. Very friendly people, just beautiful. Landscape around you changes every 15 minutes. You go from mountains to rainforest to regular forest to just sprawling, gorgeous pastures of farmland to coastline. Amazing. If anybody has to travel somewhere and they don't feel like they have to be in a big city, just go to New Zealand, man. It's amazing. Yeah, Nathan, feel free to send that along. Just let me know when you do. Got to check out the gram. Wait, you sent me something else on the gram? On the Twistagram? Aw, look at... First of all, let's acknowledge this good boy here. This is AZ Sports Guy's pupper, or one of them. What a sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. Okay, Bruins, what you got for me? I will accept. Photo unavailable. Okay. Well, I'll follow you to see what you wanted to send me. See if I can re-access that. You're excited about the Kraken? Yeah, I mean, I'm just assuming that they're going to be as competitive as Vegas their first year. I don't know if they're going to have that same lightning in a bottle, or being fired right out of a cannon, but it's possible. What retro did I want to see from Detroit? Yeah, I can't name it specifically, but I was hoping for something kind of like what others had either designed concepts for or talked about. Something like what they wore in the 30s, like with the smaller. I think of like the 2014 or the 2014 Winter Classic, like when they played Toronto. It was red versus blue, something kind of like that, maybe in white. They could have had like just the D on there to kind of go back to their days with the Detroit Cougars, something like that, man. That would have been so much more interesting. The jersey that they gave us, the 2017 Centennial Classic, was miles beyond better than that. That's why Detroit, for me, was clearly the worst out of everybody, in my opinion. Okay. What they had was great. Just make the gray red, and Detroit is good in my mind. But wouldn't that look exactly like their road jersey? I don't know. Oh, check this out. So Matt Bayer just sent this one over, and that is particularly special because not only is it involving the Peanuts characters, but the creator, Charles Schulz of Peanuts. He grew up in Minnesota, and he's actually in the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. And I have a video about this on my channel, a micro documentary, if you will. It's one of my favorite videos that I produced, actually. So yeah, Charles Schulz, U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. Very cool, Matt. Thanks for sending that. Spending $50 on a Yu-Gi-Oh deck that you won't play, or buying books you'll never read. Oh, books. Because when people come over, they're going to be like, oh, boo, you fancy, I have a large collection of leather-bound books. My apartment smells of rich mahogany. Don't act like you're not impressed. Let's see. Oh my, here we go. Nathan, I'm seeing lots of Colorado. I'm seeing some Bruins and a bunch of other teams. I see Notre Dame hockey as well. You're trying to read Beowulf and it's not going well. Are you? Oh, it must be because you're reading it in Old Norse, right? Or in Old English, I guess. The worst Detroit Red Wings jersey is the 2016 Stadium Series. Is that the red one with the D on it? Because I know that there are definitely people who don't like it, but I'm in the group that actually likes it. I don't know. It doesn't blow my hair back, but it's at least a different look. You sent me a video of Undertaker? Okay, I'll take a look at that outside of the stream. We'll probably close up shop in about 10, 15 minutes from now. That'll be 2 hours. Assassin's Creed Valhalla inspired you? Oh, cool. There was a quest that was the first part of the book. What, you have to go kill Grendel? The red with the diagonal stripe? Yeah, I mean, I can see why people don't like it. But again, considering the Red Wings just don't have that many looks that they're using, I'm happy that they at least tried that. There's a twist. Ah, I see. Although I did buy a game recently. It was half off. And I know some people might chuckle when I mention this, but I bought Marvel's Avengers. But there's a reason why I bought it. It's not because I was like, waiting for this game for 5 years to come out. I bought it for another reason. We'll see if anything materializes. But anyway, always a reason behind my actions. But yeah. Riley, I would start a fundraiser for your honeymoon on this channel. That's what I would do. The Calgary jersey change? Perfect. Perfect. They nailed it. Now, the newer, I guess, Adidas jerseys, or excuse me, the first wave of them with the black sleeves on the end, the black C, I still really like those. I think that the transition from Reebok to Adidas was very good. I mentioned that in a separate video. But then they came out with the red retros, and they had the Heritage Classic. The Heritage Classic jersey in white. Got that right here. Absolutely one of my absolute favorites in the NHL. This is amazing. This one blew my hair back. And then you put Blasty in. Calgary's got the best lineup of jerseys in the NHL, guys. They do. I'm not saying the overall jersey history is the best. I'm saying that the current Adidas jerseys, the best. Fight me. Debate me. The barber pole? Yeah, I kind of wish they would have gone. I want to see somebody bring back a barber pole. If the Canucks would bring back the gradient, why can't someone bring back a barber pole? I'd be invited. Oh, thanks, buddy. Shoot. If I can wear a jersey, maybe I'll officiate it. A jersey designed around Sonic the Hedgehog? Like geekyjerseys.com doesn't have one? You followed me on the gram. Well, thank you. Thank you, AJ. What's one thing you want to see your NHL team do? Okay. So apart from win the Stanley Cup, well, I mean, there's been talk recently about the Sharks maybe being at stake of having to move out of the Shark Tank. You know what I want to see? I want to see the city actually give a crap about the Sharks. They have not done nearly enough to build excitement around that. With more people from outside of San Jose coming into the area, interest has dropped. I would hope that somebody has, from the Downtown Association or whoever would watch this video right now. I'll have a conversation with whomever. But yeah, you are slowly seeing the erosion of a sacred sports franchise. I'm definitely concerned about that. And I'm not saying that that they're going to move out in 3 years or 5 years, but within 10 years, it's very possible. Yeah. You think about it this way. A lot of Californians, myself, have fled that area, moved way away. And you have, I'm not saying that transplants can't fill a stadium. They can. But the thing is that demographic, they'll come into the stadium as part of like something that's more tied to corporate sponsorships, sweet tickets, that sort of thing. In terms of that core fan base, those season ticket holders who come in year after year, no matter how your team is performing, I have a feeling that could be gone. That guaranteed revenue they get every season, it'll turn into a micro version of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I don't even know if that's going to be sustainable going forward either. So anyway, I can make a separate video on that. Happy Thanksgiving, Garrett. Good to see you here, man. A different city or a new stadium. Now, Elias, I think the Sharks could find themselves. That was my dog sneezing, if you could hear that. She's doing gator dog on the pillow. Anyway, I think the Sharks could move to a different part of San Jose or Santa Clara County. I could see them try a place like I don't know about Morgan Hill. That's way too far. But South San Jose has the land, so I think that's a possibility. They could try like somewhere Fairfield, Vacaville, maybe. That has enough of a population, but I don't know if we've ever seen a sports franchise go out that far. How is Cortana? She's being an attention snob, but that aside, she's being a sweetheart. She loves playing in the snow, though. When is Thanksgiving? It's tomorrow, yes. Yep, Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. And then the next day is Black Friday. Might need to take her out in a minute. Hey, girl, can you give me a couple minutes? Here, why don't you come here? Come here, sweetie. Here, let's see if we can get Cortana to come make an appearance. Can I get you to come up here? Can I get you to come up here? Come on. Come on, say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Gotta use my puppy voice. Come on. Damn it. Sorry, guys. She wouldn't do it. When does the NHL start? I've been asking that question since March. We don't know. We don't know for sure. You need to go, Bruins? All right, well, thank you very much. Thanks for the follow, and I will talk to you again soon, my friend. Your ducks are doing okay? All the little quackers are healthy? That's good. USA Thanksgiving is the last Thursday of November. I think technically it's the fourth Thursday in November. Can we have a fifth Thursday? I think we can. So in other words, you could conceivably have the first, inconceivable. You could have the first and you could have the 29th. That would be the fifth Thursday because you would have the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. So the earliest day that Thanksgiving can be is Thursday, November 22nd. The more you know. But yeah. You want to see win a cup, force a game 7, win a game 7. Yeah, win a game 7. Well, they've already won a game 7 now. Win a game 7 in overtime. Okay, fair point. Keep the ducks warm there, Riley. Remember, ducks fly together. I'm scared to play against you in street hockey. It's probably because I'll bend myself into a pretzel trying to deke around you. Street hockey trick shot tourney. Like people send in their trick shots. That actually would be kind of fun. It is a good movie, especially D2. And actually, you know what? I need to go back and watch the first one. It might be better. There's only one city in the U.S. that has all 4 of the major sports in the actual city zip code. I don't know why, Matt, but somehow YouTube wanted me to be able to censor that message, which is freaking stupid. I do not expect the season to start in January. Yeah, can't imagine that happening. Fingers crossed, though. Yeah, it's pretty much where I am, too. They got to force the game 7. Oh, okay. So you want to see them actually come back in a series. That's a fair point. Oh, you were in Universal Studios. Oh, I didn't even know that they had that opened up. That's cool. I was there a couple of years ago, too. WWE Mighty Ducks crossover. Well, if they could bring back the Wild Wing, they could do a crossover like that. YouTube is protecting me. I don't want your protection, YouTube. Say you're protecting me. BS. Yeah, the Stars Reverse Retro, they screwed the pooch on that one. Yeah, it looks pretty piss poor. Predictions for the 2021 Cup winners. I'm not going to give any sort of predictions until we actually know that we're going to have a season in the first place. But, I was speculating that maybe it's a season too early, but the Avalanche are kind of on that doorstep where they have all the talent. And somebody asked who's a dark horse, and I said Montreal maybe. I think the Capitals could potentially get back into the mix with Laviolette as their head coach. Not to mention, you guys, it is. I don't know why, but I like to fantasize about this, but it's Ovechkin's last year under contract. All right, Matt, we'll catch you later. You did all the Harry Potter rides? Nice. Yeah. Those are good. Yeah, my mom's cousin was a senior ride engineer there for decades. He just retired recently. Arizona wins the Cup in 2021. You know what? We need to make a bet on who has more points, Matt, by the end of the regular season. I have a feeling we could actually top you guys, but we'll see. On the Avalanche uniform change, frankly, I don't think black belongs with that color scheme. Black and maroon, black and burgundy don't go together so well. Not in my opinion. I don't mind the blue helmets, I don't think. Maybe they should have gone with maroon or with the burgundy helmet. Or yeah, they should have probably just gone with burgundy. Maybe with gray gloves. I don't know. I like the idea they wanted to change it up because, again, I don't think black belongs in that color scheme. But yeah, looks a little off to me. Might take some getting used to. Islanders will win the Cup, and you put 55. I got 55 on it. Isles will win the Stanley Cup. I don't know. That's bold. I like it, though. The video you sent is the Caps beating the Pens in 2017. Oh, my goodness. I just remember the call when Kuznetsov scored that goal. Unbelievable. I was like shaking almost just because I was so stunned that they finally, got the gorilla off their back or, slay the demons or the demons have been exorcised. I think that's what the call says there. They're making their helmets dark blue. See, that's the thing. I like the Avalanche with more like, I don't know, the navy blue in their alternate jersey. Why don't they just use that with the burgundy? I think that with that white and burgundy, that's like an actual color scheme. But then again, the cerulean with the burgundy works perfect with the Nordiques because I think that's because it's a white jersey. That's why I think that color scheme looks so good. Just my opinion, though. The Flyers are gonna sign Barzell. See, Sports Geeks, dude, I picked you guys to win the Stanley Cup last year. 2018, I picked the Blues. Well, I mean, before the 18-19 season started, I picked the Blues. I was right there. Bam. I thought I was gonna do it 2 years in a row, man. I thought I was gonna do it. You don't like the Caps wearing the red buckets with the third? Oh, really? I don't think I'm bothered by that one. He scored a 69-yard touchdown on NFL 2K5. Way to go. Such a good game. With Detroit going to be in the Blackhawks division, so we think, right? That would be pretty fun, though. But kind of sucks that the Red Wings aren't that good. But then again, Hawks aren't exactly in Cup contention form either, so maybe the rivalry will actually be pretty entertaining. Alan, that would just be for any COVID-influenced season. All right, well, guys, my dog is a little bit needy right now, so I got to see if she needs to go outside. And we can, of course, continue this conversation. Hell of it in Zoolander. But I'd like to continue talking about this conversation another time. We can do this again probably in 2 weeks, I would think. While the season isn't actually on, probably every other week. That's just about enough. Or as they say in Sweden, lagom. I will have more content, of course. Plenty to take care of on the side. But I hope that, yes, Cortana's being needy again. But I hope that everybody in the States has a most outstanding Thanksgiving weekend, and hope everybody remains safe, but is able to. I know, Cortana. Come here. Come say hello. 2 hours and you haven't said hello. Okay, we need to give Cortana her time. Here. Cortana. Say goodbye. Come here. Can you say goodbye? Can I at least get a kiss? Oh my goodness, I've been stonewalled. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Everybody in Canada, for that matter, as well. Hope you have a good day. Watch some football. Have a laugh. And we'll see you again real soon. All right, Cortana, wave bye-bye. Wave bye-bye. Okay, not happening. Anyway, guys, take care. I'll talk to you again pretty soon. Hey, brother.